class. Welcome to Module 2 of HIS 251 in the Intersession at LaSalle University. I hope everybody's coming off a wonderful Christmas break and that you had just an amazing time with your family and friends over Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and that I appreciate you coming back and wanting to do some more work with me here in the Intersession. I understand that it is a busy time of year and that we have so much going on in our lives, but we also need to check in and make sure we get our studies done as well. With that said, I wanted to explain a few things to you about the Intersession here during week 2 or module 2. In module 2, there's one new assignment, and that assignment is called not a primary source paper, we've already done that. It is a journal entry, and the journal entry you are going to be reading an article from the BBC magazine, and the BBC is the British Broadcasting Company, and the article is about why the West came to dominate. And it's a really intriguing article because this week our topics are the Industrial Revolution, which began in the West, and the Age of Imperialism, which is the West looking outward to other countries to kind of take over and to colonize and to make in their own image. And this article is really kind of enlightening, and it also makes you kind of think about why was the West able to do all of these things, whereas other countries around the world weren't able to do that or weren't as successful as the West was. So as you're reading it, really try to engage with it and think about why the West was so successful. Why were they able to do these things when other parts of the world weren't able to do it? And then you're going to be writing a journal entry, and the journal is right in the main section of our Blackboard. You're going to have it looks like a little notebook when you open it, and you're going to be putting in there an entry. I'll post a sample for you in the samples folder so that you can see what one looks like. And I just want you to really be reflective, really connect with the material and personalize it, and find a sentence or a short bit of a paragraph that really resonates with you. And then you're going to take that quote and put it at the top of your journal entry, and then craft your response to the journal from that. And that's going to be your entry. And all those instructions are listed in the syllabus, and they're also listed in the journal entry directions. So please make sure you read over that. In addition to doing your journal entry this week, you will also be doing a voice thread again, and I'm so excited and just thrilled to pieces that you guys have figured out the voice thread, that I'm getting some positive feedback from you about the voice thread experience. A number of you have uploaded images and icons that are reflective of who you are, which is really nice to see. You'll also be doing a regular discussion board, and I didn't note that in the planner, but it's in your list of things to do for this week. And there's only 2 questions, and I'm asking you to answer just one. So please make sure you do the regular discussion. And then the primary source paper, there's I think 3 options again, or maybe possibly only 2. And then there's the quiz. This week's study guide is a little more detailed. It has page number references. It's going to guide you more directly to where the answers would be in the text. So please read through that and make sure you are responding and correctly to the quiz questions there. Of course, we have WIMBA tonight, Monday night, the 26th at 7 p.m. There is a set of primary source images that I want you guys to look at before we come into WIMBA. So make sure, even if you're looking at this video right now at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, make sure that you have had some time to look over those images. And then I'm telling you that I'm going to ask questions from the very last section of that of those papers, of that document. I think it's called Using the Evidence. I'm going to ask when we discuss questions from there. So look over those. And like I've mentioned earlier, the major concepts that we're studying this week are the Industrial Revolution, the whole idea of England, Great Britain beginning to industrialize, make factories, and moving away from the agrarian type of society that the world had lived in prior to that. So it's really quite impactful that Britain is able to industrialize, and then that knowledge spreads out across Europe, and then it transmits into the other regions of the world. But really what changes because of this Industrial Revolution is everything. Society is restructured. Class systems are restructured. You have just almost every piece of your life is touched by the Industrial Revolution and the impact that it had. So it's very important that you pay attention as you're reading this week, chapter 21, to what this impact is on England and on the rest of the world. The other major topic is imperialism, the idea of one country going out and trying to gain and conquer another country. And we're particularly looking at what is known as the scramble for Africa, when the European countries come in and redraw the boundary lines and carve up Africa according to their desires, and ignoring the particular order that Africa had itself in. So ignoring the fact that these two peoples don't get along, the Europeans just came in and draw the boundary lines where they like. We're also going to be looking at Asia and how Europe came in and tried to colonize and take over parts of Asia. And we're going to particularly pay attention to China this week. We're going to be looking at two different events there, the Boxer Rebellion and the Opium Wars that are started because of this imperialism. I think these are topics that you would have had some experience with. These are also topics that are very engaging, that you are going to be able to really connect with and react to. I put a number of web links up that should interest you if you are more drawn to the Industrial Revolution side. There are some YouTube videos about that, and there is a lot of information out there about imperialism. So take some time this week and look over the YouTube videos and things that I've put up for you. There's a couple of neat timelines that are interactive that will help you understand imperialism a little bit better. But I look forward to working with you this week. Again, you have a journal entry, one voice thread, one primary source paper, one regular Blackboard discussion, and a quiz. I hope that you are able to fit in the rest of your life around this class, that you hopefully have some time off this week too. I know it's the week in between Christmas and New Year's, and I do remember some of you saying you had some time off, so that was kind of my thought process in putting the journal in this week, instead of putting it in a week that you have a full load of life, course, and family, and job, and all of that. With that said, I hope everyone is really excited about keeping going with this class. I have been really impressed with the quality of work that you were able to produce during the first week here, and I am just looking forward to meeting with you again tonight and seeing or hearing from you on our WIMBA session. So thank you and have a great week.